check. 1 2 1 2 1.
Welcome, family. Welcome, family and friends of graduates. Just a reminder that our higher schools are still required to follow state-ordered COVID-19 health and safety measures until June 2nd. While in the stadium, guests are asked to remain in the pods of 5 for the duration of the ceremony. Masks are required. Please also continue to practice physical distancing and remain seated at the conclusion of the ceremony. Once all graduates have exited the stadium, you may meet your student at your vehicles and promptly exit the premises. Thank you for your cooperation and congratulations. Welcome, family and friends of graduates. Just a reminder that Ohio schools are still required to follow state-ordered COVID-19 health and safety measures until June 2nd. While in the stadium, guests are asked to remain in the pods of 5 for the duration of the ceremony. Masks are required. Please also continue to practice physical distancing and remain seated at the conclusion of the ceremony. Once all graduates have exited the stadium, you may meet your student at their vehicles and promptly exit the premises. Thank you for your cooperation and congratulations. Welcome, family and friends of graduates. Just a final reminder that Ohio schools are still required to follow state-ordered COVID-19 health and safety measures until June 2nd. While in the stadium, guests are asked to remain in their pods of 5 for the duration of the ceremony. Masks are required. Please also continue to practice physical distancing and remain seated at the conclusion of the ceremony. Once all graduates have exited the stadium, you may meet your student at your vehicles and promptly exit the premises. Thank you for your cooperation and congratulations.
Welcome, parents and guests. Please stand as we honor and welcome the class of 2021.
Good morning, everyone. If you would please say the Pledge of Allegiance with me. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everybody, you may please be seated. That was our senior members of Sound Station. Thanks to them. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the best school in the world, Westerville South. Welcome to the culmination of years of work. We hope today that our graduates and their families and our staff can enjoy this ceremony as a time to both reflect on and celebrate the achievements of the class of 2021. Families, welcome. Friends, welcome. Highly valued members of the Westerville City Schools staff, welcome. And students, graduates, most of all, welcome. We are here together after way too much time apart to celebrate the class of 2021. Finally, we can celebrate together. That's good. And I want to take a moment before we start to ask everybody to be respectful of all the other groups here today. Please don't let your celebrations distract and make it so that another family can't hear their graduate's name. We ask you to avoid noisemakers and other distractions so that every graduate can have their moment. And at this time, it's time to pause on Memorial Day weekend and recognize the brave people that have sacrificed for the U.S. Armed Forces. We ask anyone in the audience who is presently serving or who has served in the U.S. Armed Forces to stand and remain standing. Thank you. And now, members of the Westerville South Class of 2021 who have committed to serve in the U.S. Armed Forces, it is your turn. Join them, stand so we can recognize you. They're out there. Thank you. And on this Memorial Day weekend, we should also pause for a moment to recognize and remember those who have given their lives in the service of their country. And because of our special circumstances this year, I want to stop and thank our first responders, medical personnel, and frontline workers for doing what they have done to keep us safe, save lives, and keep our economy running over the last 18 months. Thank you. And also to pause and remember our loved ones and the people in our community that have lost their lives to the battle of COVID-19. Thank you. President Bell, members of the Westerville City Schools Board of Education, Dr. Kellogg, Treasurer Marshall, thank you for doing what you do to make all the exceptional academic opportunities available to our kids when they come to us as small children and now as they're leaving us as young adults. Thank you. Thanks. Students, while we're talking about this, let's pause and remember our friends and families, the people who have worked hard to make today possible for you. Who in the audience today has woke you up, fed you, motivated you, nagged you to get your homework done and come to school? Let's thank them. Thank our families. And certainly not last, we have some educators on the field today with us that you all, our graduates, invited to be here. This year, they learned how to use Schoology and all kinds of strange internet things to keep you connected to school. And every year, they inspired you, they motivated you, they followed up with you, and they were here when you needed them. Let's thank the staff of Westerville City Schools. So once again, everybody, welcome. It's a pleasure to be here together. And let's all enjoy the Westerville City Schools Commencement Ceremony 2021.
Hello and welcome, faculty, family, friends, and teachers who are no doubt beyond exhausted and ready for the school year to end. And of course, welcome to the class of 2021. Let me take off my mask real quick. While some of you may not know me directly, I know you all as a group of united and fiercely passionate students who are ready to get the heck out of high school. That is, of course, to no fault of Westerville South, which is constantly described as the best school ever, according to our totally not biased teachers. For some of you, this day represents the end of schooling as you prepare to enter the workforce. For others, this day marks a transition into a new academic environment where we'll start this whole process over again. Regardless of your plans after high school, this day is a combination of anxiety, excitement, and pride. Whatever your goals are, even if they're just to survive, the class of 2021 is rooting for you. It's hard to speak of our senior year without addressing the elephant in the room, COVID-19. However, I don't want to spend this time dwelling on what COVID-19 has taken from us, but rather what it's given us. Our time in quarantine gave us the opportunity to explore new passions and hobbies, and for some of us, fall into a deep TikTok obsession. COVID-19 gave us obstacles that we overcame together. The numerous cancellations of various sports, events, and theater performances that make senior year so memorable for so many of us presented themselves in entirely different ways for our class, and that is totally okay. It just makes our experience that much more impressive. The class of 2021 has climbed monumental heights just to be here today. I, for one, think that's incredible. Someday, our children and grandchildren will ask us what it was like to graduate high school during this pandemic. They will be amazed at our fortitude, our relentless spirit, and our endless positivity in the face of adversity. I hope that each of you joining me today is proud of everything you've accomplished because you deserve to be proud. Even if you failed a test, lost a friend, or participated in some questionable senior pranks, you should be undeniably, irrefutably proud. As Malcolm X once said, Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. I'm ecstatic to see what the class of 2021 does with their passport to the future. I have no doubt that whatever it is, it will be extraordinary. And I hope that as you exit this fine establishment one last time, you allow yourself to a moment to reflect, appreciate, and celebrate your time at Westerville South High School. We did it, class of 2021.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, class of 2021, we did it. We made it, and we're here. We went through high school, through so many historic events, and even a pandemic. We challenged ourselves and pushed ourselves to be the best we can, and now we're here. I want to congratulate each and every single one of you because you deserve it. The work you put in does not go unnoticed. Congratulations and well done. Fellow graduates, I hope that you leave here today feeling accomplished and grateful for all of the memories and experiences you've had here in high school. Notice all of the people you did or did not talk to and recognize how you felt when you sat down next to the people you're next to right now. You may have thought that whoever you're next to is someone you are so different from and that you have more differences rather than similarities. Well, I'm here to tell you the opposite. You have way more in common than you think. Even though we all may have different skin colors, backgrounds, ethnicities, genders, social classes, or whatever, we're all sitting here today for the same reason, a common reason, and we sit here united together. Our differences and our diversity is what makes us beautiful. It's hard to believe that just 14 years ago, we were in kindergarten, unaware of everything that could happen between then and now. When I started high school, I was ready for it to be over, waiting for the bells to ring at 2:25, or this year, 1:25. And now here we are with it already over, and I already miss it. I realized all of this time I spent wanting it to be over, and it wasn't until today I realized I would miss that. So congratulations. Continue to challenge yourselves and believe in yourselves. Support the people around you and spread love and positivity because love is always greater than hate. Well done.
Thank you, Ella. Thank you, Alina. And thank you to the senior members of Sound Station. You sounded great. About a week ago, I had a very unexpected moment. Before 6:45 a.m., there was an impromptu breakfast party in the senior parking lot. And it was proof to me that mission accomplished. Our seniors proved to us that they're resilient, they're creative, and they can get things done when they need to. I must say that never in my career has anyone offered me a freshly made pancake before the first bus arrives. It's never happened. And regretfully, I turned it down, which is evidence to me that our seniors have adapted to all of this better than the adults, at least better than this one. My father says all the time, this sort of thing doesn't happen very often, but when it does, you should pay attention. And I wasn't. Our seniors were. They're resilient. It was wonderful fun, and I'm glad they had a nice time. This was a really weird time to be in high school. From my view, every single person in this class experienced some kind of hardship. It could have been anxiety, disappointment, fear, loss, frustration, and any other kind of suffering. It was just tough. But the cliches are indeed true. Tough situations make you stronger and smarter if you pay attention. And you were better than the adults. You learned about infectious diseases, uploading and downloading things, regulations, all about bureaucracy. You balanced jobs. You took care of your family members. I know a lot of you did that. And you kept up with your work, and you were incredible and wonderful. Class of 2021, you learned not to ask, but just set up a party in the parking lot before Mr. Hinsey gets here, and he's not going to stop you. It was too late. We even brought you an extension cord to cook the bacon outside, not inside. And to me, that's not in any textbook, but that shows you're resilient. It shows you're creative. And you know the value of togetherness. And that's what today is all about. Be proud of yourselves. You have so much to be proud of, and you've accomplished so much as a group despite the obstacles in front of you. The class of 2021 boasts 2 National Merit finalists, 13 IB diploma candidates. This class has done more than 2,000 volunteer hours inside and outside of Westerville. This class, 240 of you have taken more than 500 AP or IB exams. That's an awful lot. At least 5 of you have volunteered and committed to be in the U.S. Armed Forces. And this class has been offered more than $5 million in college scholarships. You have accomplished, thanks. You've received numerous awards in athletics, visual and the performing arts, and music. And we've even ruled the Ville several times. That was fun. Class of 2021, we are very proud of you, and we cherish the moments we were able to have together. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. We love you, and we wish you all the best. Go Cats. And with that said, President Bell, Dr. Kellogg, members of the Westerville City Schools Board of Education, it is my pleasure to present to you the Westerville South High School Class of 2021. And to accept the class is Ms. Jen Altman, board member and parent.
Wow, what a day. Thank you so much, Mr. Hinsey. Thank you to all the students and families and staff. And thank you to my fellow board members for letting me speak to you today. It's truly an honor to be here today celebrating the Westerville South High School Class of 2021. I'm really thrilled to have this chance to speak, but honestly, I'm not really sure why I agreed to do this. You see, my daughter and my niece are in this class, which means there are good reasons that I should have said no. First, no one ever wants to give a bad graduation speech, but especially not when it's your own family member's graduation, because frankly, you'll never hear the end of it. If it flops, too bad. And the second reason that I shouldn't be giving this speech today, there's only a slim chance that I will make it through without bursting into tears. So I promise to keep this short to minimize the risk of both. I must say, though, my strong emotions today are not just about my own family members. They're because we all, have had the honor and the joy over these years of seeing the young adults in this class grow into inspiring, learned, delightful, committed people. No one like you has ever lived, ever, in the history of the world. And we say things like that all the time, but if you take a moment to sit with that thought, I hope you'll find it as remarkable as I do. There will never be another you, individually or collectively as a class. So that reminds me of a little story I wanted to share. We have 3 daughters, and one day I went to pick up my middle daughter at elementary school. Her teacher saw me and walked up to me with determination. And she said, "So, your daughter said an interesting thing today." Okay, I'll admit I started to panic. Parents and caregivers, you know that we cannot control what comes out of those little elementary school mouths. Her teacher continued. She said, "Your daughter told me that you tell your kids they're not special." Uh-oh, I thought. Did I actually say that to my daughter when I was frustrated? Did she make it up? My brain scrambled to find the disconnect. And then it dawned on me. You know what? I do tell my kids that they're special. They're unspeakably precious to me. And they're also special because, like each person who has ever lived, they're literally unique. But I do tell them that the world doesn't owe them anything special. And the subtle but profound difference between those two ideas was apparently lost on my young daughter. I understand that because those two ideas seem contradictory, but they're not. Each of you is special, but none no more than the next. And I hope this is the most essential lesson you've learned in your time at Westerville South. The world is a miracle of delightfully unique people. And recognizing this truth can simultaneously humble and thrill us. So if I could wave a magic wand for you today and bestow one fairy godmother wish upon all of you, it would be for you to feel awe and respect and wonder for every single person you meet, for every one of you. And so, on this joyous day, I cannot help but think that this exact collection of creative, strong, determined, delightful people in front of us will likely never be fully assembled again. Class of 2021, I encourage you to take a moment to see the people around you, your classmates, your friends, your family, the office staff, teachers, coaches, counselors, administrators, Mr. Hinsey, custodians, and more. Remember how someone here today smiled at you when you needed it most. Take that with you into the world and pay it forward. Remember when someone here today believed in you when you lost faith in yourself. Thank them and do the same for someone else. Remember when someone here tested your last nerve on that group project. They made you a better collaborator for the future. You take these gifts with you into the world because this exact group of people came together at Westerville South in this singular moment in the history of the world. It's really pretty remarkable. And so, on behalf of the Board of Education, I want to express how deeply proud we are of you, especially because this class, like no other, came together at this moment in history that has challenged us all with fear, with grief, with longing, and I'll add, with opportunity. You've made it, and we're proud of every single one of you. We'll miss you, but as hard as it is, we actually want you to go. It's time and you're ready. And we know that you take Westerville South with you into the world. We're excited for your future and grateful for the legacy that you live here, that you leave here with us. Thank you and congratulations. And so colleagues, Principal Hinsey, Dr. Kellogg, the Westerville South High School class of 2021 has met all of the graduation requirements of the state of Ohio and our school district. On behalf of the members of the Board of Education of Westerville City Schools, I'm honored to accept the class of 2021. Congratulations, graduates. Now go make us proud.
Good morning. As school district superintendent, it's with great joy and pleasure that I get to join you this morning and welcome you to the recognition of the class of 2021 Westerville South Wildcats. You know, this year has been a year of twists, turns, pivots, no-win decisions, and I think Mother Nature took one more shot at us this year and gave us this. We appreciate your patience and your perseverance all year long. We know that this pandemic, that this COVID-19 challenge took a lot of things away from us this year and got in the way of a lot of our plans. It didn't get in the way of our teaching staff, our support staff, our families, and most importantly, the class of 21 who stands here today ready to get their diplomas and graduate. So on behalf of our Board of Education, President Reverend Von Bell, our Vice Presidents Nancy Nestor Baker, Board members Jen Altman, Tracy Davidson, and Rick Velardo, we say congratulations. I do want to slightly chastise the seniors for one thing I just heard. The breakfast. I didn't get an invite. For the guy who gave you about 90 days of remote learning from home, basically a snow day, you'd think I'd gotten a pancake out of it. With that, let's get to the part we came here for, the distribution of diplomas. Here's the official part. President Bell, members of the Board of Education, distinguished former and current faculty and staff, honored guests, and proud families of the graduates of Westerville South High School. The state of Ohio establishes in law 2 requirements for earning a high school diploma. 1, the successful completion of a rigorous academic curriculum. 2, the successful completion of all state of Ohio graduation requirements. Ladies and gentlemen, seated before you, looking grand in caps and gowns, are the young men and women who have now satisfied those requirements. The administration of Westerville City Schools has verified, and the Board of Education is unanimously approved their candidacy for graduation. And so, it is a great pleasure as superintendent of Westerville City Schools that it conferred to each student of the class of 2021 a Westerville City Schools, State of Ohio, Diploma of Completion. And now, to officially commence this ceremony with the presentation of the diplomas. Thank you.
Presenting diplomas, Chris Henriksen, Marilyn Miranda Fenwick. Presenting diplomas, Tessa Lewis, Michael William Blazo, Oseki Olatubi Uwade, Presenting diplomas, Diane Smith. Sierra Michelle Blake. Presenting diplomas, Jennifer Baker. Alexia Catherine Steele. Presenting diplomas, Jamie Baracco. Isabel May Krieg. Presenting diplomas, Candy Bartlett. Amazing Lachey Braxton. Presenting diplomas, Ann Bates. Maeve Catherine Stacy with honors. Presenting diplomas, Tim Bates. Salma Liban Abdullahi. Mason Andrew Fletcher. Moran Barakit Gabray. Siham Mahmoud Ibrahim. Suad H. Ibrahim. Ellis Pinnaman. Presenting diplomas, Lisa Boffman. Britton William Burke. Presenting diplomas, Melissa Beckett. Mohammed Ahmed Soccer. Presenting diplomas, Diane Blaine. Micah Callan Tatum Wyckoff. Presenting diplomas, David Boldware. Raymond Everett Cole Lott. Presenting diplomas, Casey Brewer. Logan Thomas Robert Hunn. Brandon Chunji Kim. Nicholas Allen McConnell. Presenting diplomas, Eric Callan. Zane Allen Bosser. Owen Robert Coran. Jack William Rockwood. Presenting diplomas, Misty Carpenter. Emma Rose Voigt. Presenting diplomas, Matthew Christ, Mohammed Al-Nazir Ali, Shamar Lorenz Brittman, Makai Elijah Brown, Jesse Haven DeVore with honors. Ethan David Gray. Hannah Lynn Hoffman with honors. Cole Anthony Holbrook. Kali Rashid Horton Campbell. Taylor Marie Hughes with honors. Jordan Luis Nazario. Devin Nana Oteng Achamfor. Andrew Robert Paulick. Peter Francis Xavier Pedrozo with honors. Chaz Alan Spencer. Henry Woon Tran with honors. John Wesley Wells Jr. Presenting diplomas, Amy Clifton. Morgan Samantha McCoy. Presenting diplomas, Cassie Cogburn. Suhey Jaslyn Moquette. Genghis DeAndre Thompson. Presenting diplomas, Shelley Coral. Kyla Dawn Nickerson with honors. Presenting diplomas, Jim Cowman. Piers Henry Ross with honors. Presenting diplomas, Amanda Christ. Aja Shaw Austin with honors. Presenting diplomas, George Crooks. David Logan Counterman. Nicholas Paul Ifew. Ariana Desiree Johnson. Tate Evan Marcelane with honors. Presenting diplomas, Debbie Crumrun. Nicholas Henry Lovell with honors. Presenting diplomas, Beverly Davis. Olivia Lynn Marie Butcher. Presenting diplomas, Tom Denny. Matthew Michael Bain. Braden Thomas White. Presenting diplomas, Sarah Dietrich. Sarah Ziad Guled. Hiba Youssef Hayajna. Solomond Jumu with honors. Sujata Sarki. Christian Villegas Hernandez. Marcus Lynn Western Jr. Presenting diplomas, Jody Dowdy. Caesar Gustavo Carrasco. Jonathan Fernando Valencia. Janae Marie Jackson. Annie Moreno Ramirez. Robert Lee Smith. Briasia Nicole Sykes. Presenting diplomas, Devin Dews. Maya Lee Binning. Christopher Michael Dill. Tierra Cherie Fisher. Diamond Jackie Harrell. Jawan Ortez McClendon. Presenting diplomas, Tina Dunmore. Mariah Shanice Sims. Presenting diplomas, Elizabeth Eddy. Isabel Marie Kodik with honors. Daniel Joseph Murray with honors, IB diploma candidate. Aiden Ni Okai Okanti with honors. Presenting diplomas, Laura Elliott. Angelina Paris Long. Presenting diplomas, Matt Esch. Samira Abdirizak Abdullahi. Wendely Paola de la Cruz Zamora. Dipendra Dakal. Hem Lal Katwal. Presenting diplomas, Justin Ferguson. Ngosong Achambeng with honors. Sadiq Biel Ahmed. Cyrus Ivy Alexander. Foyni Ajanko Fobella with honors. Rosemond Ya Latibia Corentang. Brian Tyler Tennant. Taylor Renee Underwood. Donovan Jared Urquilla Rivera. Janaya Simone Woods. Presenting diplomas, Catherine Foyt. Liam Andrew Daly. Presenting diplomas, Mike Hinsey. Annalise Marie Hubble with honors. Presenting diplomas, Richard Gary. Lois Boachi Ajimain. Max Owen Chambers with honors. Presenting diplomas, Andrea Gall. Natasha Jade Beatty.
Presenting diplomas, Jimmy Gall, Bryce Daniel Beatty. Caden Bibi Bhutan. Paul Richard Braskett with honors. Faduma Abdi Farah. Bhumika Tiwari. Abigail Claire Williams.
Presenting diplomas, Erica Geis. Jaden Edward Geis with honors. Presenting diplomas, Summer Hale. Kobe Amisa Agre. Veronica Lindabeth Sia Lambdell. William Ortiz. Presenting diplomas, David Haney. Ethan Todd Allen with honors. Andrew David Collinsworth. Bailey Nicole Pearson. Presenting diplomas, Winlow Henderson. Caitlin Marie McBride with honors. Presenting diplomas, Beth Henman. Kate Olivia Henman with honors. Presenting diplomas, Mike Hinsey. James Dwayne Aaron II. Ibrahim Abdi. Josephine Arequa Aqua with honors. Liam Kendall Albritton. Ian James Chua with honors. Cameron Robert Cook. Adrian Jose Cruz. Andrew Raymond DeVictor. Haley Renee Dillian. Leo Raphael Faig. Elvis Quabina Gaibang. Mohammed Abdi Hade. Hanji P. Heine. Unisa Amadou Kamara III. Madeline McKay Lansinger. Malia Elizabeth Lowe. Jalen Marie Morales. Blaze Gunther Mosley. Abdul Karim D. Muse. Maley Gregory Noratsky. George Owusu Oteng. Kendall Augustus St. Clair. Rachel Tao Nguyen Thoy. Isaac Stephen Weaver with honors. Nathaniel Andrew Whitaker. Presenting diplomas, Jonathan Holderman. Georgette Abina Amanin Kwarteng. Presenting diplomas, Mindy Holmes. Godwin Boampong. Diogene Isanique Jordan. Maria Lynn Rosens. Haley May Still. Presenting diplomas, Jimmy Hull. Caroline Denise Sheridan. Presenting diplomas, Sarah Jones. Shane Andrew Jones. Presenting diplomas, Jennifer Kessler. Isabel Marie DeAngelis. Presenting diplomas, Trevor Kielmeyer. Jack William Kielmeyer. Presenting diplomas, Mike Hinsey. Peyton Michael Bass. Madison Michelle Cassidy. Neha Dengal. Did I do it? Hasi Diane Fofana. Isabel Lucia Gallagher. Kylie Larissa Ray. Tashaya Dorothea Monet Walker.
Now presenting diplomas, Dennis Lackey. Alexander William Blessing. Madison Lynn Foreman, with honors, IB diploma candidate. Sarah Renee Gluck. Lillian Katie Hahn. Cedar Crystal Pereira. Morgan Taylor Grace Pillow, with honors. Noah Clayton Rapp. Leo Michael Stanley Stonefield. Now presenting diplomas, Kiev Lamar. Iklan Muhammad Ali. Amaya Lynn Barrett, with honors. Anaya Capri Hurley. Andrew Lorenzo Lewis III. Alana Diane Payne. Marissa Renee Chaim Jones. Karaja Riche Wright. Now presenting diplomas, John Laswell. Sierra Alexis Clark, with honors. Matthew Liam Cotter, with honors. Anna Marie Fagan. Julia Marie Gordish. Andrew Lawrence Jenkins, with honors. Now presenting diplomas, Angie Lee. L. Southerden, with honors. Now presenting diplomas, Jeff Madama. Sarah Abdullahi Eid. Blaine Ashan Moore. Now presenting diplomas, Linda Mapes. Eamon Oria Benlamly, with honors. Ahmed Osman Mohammed. Now presenting diplomas, Lori Marburger. Catherine Mary Blaze, with honors. Now presenting diplomas, Sherry Maddox. Trinity Devon Cole. Paul Jordan Wilson. Now presenting diplomas, Alyssa Maisie. Antonio Carlos Eugenio Craig. Kayla Tamara Fogel. Chelsea Nanama Frimpong. Kamari Nicholas Jackson. Sierra Monique Parham. Now presenting diplomas, Fabiola Mia Kimball. Annika Isabella Roberts, with honors. Santo Edward Shalia. Now presenting diplomas, Eric Nickel. Jameer Levon Owens. Now presenting diplomas, Linda Nolan. Margaret Rose Musilli, with honors. Sophia Grace Polo. Now presenting diplomas, Sue Ann Norton. Milo Robert McNabb, with honors. Now presenting diplomas, Beth O'Reilly. Carissa Jane Schroeder.
Now presenting diplomas, Melissa Pleta. Imbras Ahmad Fofana.
Now presenting diplomas, Mike Kinsey. Isabel Leanne McMullen. Now presenting diplomas, Marcus Parks. Madeline Sophia Faulkner. Jordan Gabriel Moore. Kamsiriachi Chimsum Onyokoro. Angel May Smith. Stephanie Virginia Soller. Alexandra Nicole Stevens. Sahid Tharanka. Lavia Joy Amo Twum. Christian Valladares. Emily Nicole Winesett. Now presenting diplomas, Lori Peters. Kerrigan Amelia Morrison. Isabella Marie Vasquez. Now presenting diplomas, Janet Pritchard. Reagan Autumn Wernett with honors. Now presenting diplomas, Rustin Randall. Riley Christopher Andrews. Jordan Michaela Butler. Chloe Nicole Carnes. Aaliyah Kamari Koda. Nathaniel James Fitzgerald. Donovan Bradbury Hunt with honors. Gavin Patrick Miller. Sabrina Giovanna Pesci. Gregory Allen Pauhaida. Hanye Rezvani Hasari. Elijah William Rosens. Samuel Jones Swisher. John Wesley Trimble V. Now presenting diplomas, Chelston Ross. Elena Renee Carruthers. Marley Mae Barnes Jackson, IB Diploma candidate. Now presenting diplomas, Amy Roush. Elise Victoria Altman. With honors, IB Diploma candidate. Layla James Gobler. With honors, IB Diploma candidate. Gloria Graciela Hernandez. Angelia Rose MacDonald. Naomi Rose Nathan. Ethan John Kimba, with honors. Megan Elizabeth Shoemaker. Catherine Grace Thomas. Aldishawn O'Neill White. Now presenting diplomas, Steve Rovtar. Nakandu Azozo Lungu II. Now presenting diplomas, Anthony Tyler Rutledge. Carson Sterling Bass. Cassidy Carolyn Carter. Tracy Oye Dentu, with honors. Seth Henry Dowell, with honors, IB Diploma candidate. Now presenting diplomas, Rich Shell. Haley Lynn Glover, IB Diploma candidate. Josephine Anand Patil. Now presenting diplomas, Bridget Schinker. Malik Darian Ahmad. Aruna Gautam. Jaden Marie Matthews. Lowell Ali Warsami. Asia Jania Wright. Now presenting diplomas, Mark Schmidley. Anush Kadawal. Charles Duncan Williams, with honors. Now presenting diplomas, David Schultz. Jaden David Pye. Dominic Chase Shaner. Jacob David Spiegel, with honors. Now presenting diplomas, Lauren Sefton. Stephanie Ajakama Abuaje Mensa, with honors. Benjamin Scott Anglin, with honors, IB Diploma candidate. Elizabeth Ann Blaze, with honors. Donna Catherine Chavez, with honors. Rachel Elizabeth Gaunt. Maury Anishka Finn Lerner, with honors. Michelle Inkansa Wiafe, with honors. Emmanuel Amwako Atre, with honors, IB Diploma candidate. Inialua Tanatalua Oyosi, with honors, IB Diploma candidate. Kimberly Margarita Reyes, with honors. Jacqueline Saldana. Andrew Dominic Spicer, with honors. Now presenting diplomas, Michael Spatafor. Kenton Michael Flood. Now presenting diplomas, Noelle Spriestersbach. Ella Maria Dickerson. Corey Louise Tomba. Now presenting diplomas, Catherine Stathulis. Thomas Blair Stathulis. Now presenting diplomas, Mark Stevens. Jillian Hope Robinson Voigt. Now presenting diplomas, Kelly Stalker. Craig Jagger Patton. Now presenting diplomas, Jennifer Stovall. Tess Serene Geiger. Charisse Aaliyah Joyce. Elisiana Grace Keown, with honors. Now presenting diplomas, Josh Sullivan. Abdurrahman Abdullahi Ali. Now presenting diplomas, Emily Swank Kavanaugh. Alina Holly Bear. Samuel Franklin Davenport, with honors, IB Diploma candidate. Alexander Bowen McKnight. Jade Elizabeth Sherman. Now presenting diplomas, Brianna Swanson. Margarita Bregina, with honors. Grace Elizabeth Eby, with honors. Jaden Sierra Gubernath, with honors. Now presenting diplomas, Erin Taylor. Victoria Emma Williams, with honors. Now presenting diplomas, Terry Teeters. Ryan Robert Phillips. Now presenting diplomas, Megan Toombs. Megan Zaria Rispres. Now presenting diplomas, Carrie Tucker. Hodan Mohammed Salad. Now presenting diplomas, Katrina Turner. Nia Lynn Cosby, with honors, IB Diploma candidate. Now presenting diplomas, Aislinn Valentine. Tobias Calvin Lehman. Riley Lynn Milligan McMacken, with honors. Lindy Ann Roth. Now presenting diplomas, Robin Vilga. Cody Jacob Anderson. Now presenting diplomas, David Wade. Nomar Michael Hundley. Now presenting diplomas, Bobby Weimer. Audrey Lee Jones, with honors. Haley Rain St. Clair, with honors, IB Diploma candidate. Now presenting diplomas, Mike Hinsey. Aiden Paul Mukovitz. Now presenting diplomas, Emily Winship. Gianna Catherine King, with honors. Now presenting diplomas, Matthew Wolf. Olivia Michelle Janney. Catherine Dorothy Cran. Maya Marie Miller. Cassandra Gail Reichert. Georgia Marie Santino. Sophia Rachel Shai. Cherie Amor Stone. Now presenting diplomas, Lainey Wood. Kydriana Lanasia Danielle Smith. Danica Jane Wortel, with honors. Now presenting diplomas, Kelly Wright. Joella Mame Akameya. Miriam Dumbuya. Gwendolyn Rose Nicholson. Natalie Rose Nikhil Shah. Colin Matthew Teets. Now presenting diplomas, Matt Yingling. Michaela Nicole Eckert. Now presenting diplomas, Brandy Young. Zachary Ryan Beckwith. Nylan Khalees Green. Aaliyah Colette O'Brien, with honors. Rayanne Rose Paquette. Samira Abdulkader Yassin. Now presenting diplomas, Mike Hinsey. Elijah Elihud Mashambo.
Graduates, please stand, and gentlemen, remove your caps for the alma mater. Graduates, you are now Westerville South High School alumni. You represent a diverse group of families that help us deliver educational excellence to our students. You are part of a deep tradition, and we hope to welcome you back very, very soon as members of our community to support our students. Annie, take it away.
Yeah, we did it! I'm so very proud of all of us. Will you guys join me in turning our tassels to the other side? We did it, y'all!
I want to thank everybody for coming tonight, and one more time, congratulate the Westerville South class of 2021. And graduates, if you could follow Mr. Lamar and Mr. Good out, front row first, we're going to head back to the visitors' concession stand. Congratulations, everyone.
Parents, please remain where you are and make way for the graduates to leave the field. Once they leave the field, you may move.